Hey everybody. I'm actually just gonna give it a little bit of time. I did actually advertise this page or this live feed. We're gonna go over some questions and go over some reselling tips and go over something that just kind of happened in the last day. So it's 30 seconds in. So let's go ahead and let's just get started. If you guys are new, my name is Gary Warner. The page says it. And I've been reselling going on 20 years. I actually been longer, but in my adult life, that's when I started. I see a lot of people say they've been doing it for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, and that is totally an amazing thing. And I'm glad that people are diving into the reselling world. But these people are saying that they're know-all. Because they're making 20,000 or 30,000 or 10,000 or 50,000, so they know all. That's not true. If you're, happy with your whatever you're making and you're not trying to make more, then okay, you're not ready to lead other people, in my opinion. But anyways, that's beside the point. Let's go ahead and dive into this, okay? The first big question I've had, and I didn't touch on this because I didn't know how to go about it. And first, I forgot to do this. There's links in the description if you haven't seen them. There's one to Mastermind. Go to that page, like that page. A lot of reselling stuff's going to go on that page. My videos are going to be on that page, and along with Reselling is Life page. There's where my videos are going to go. I'm actually going to post this video, and I'm going to post it, my other videos on these two pages. A friend of mine, Jason, started Mastermind, and I really have been following him for a while, and I like the direction he's going. He likes to give information and he likes to help people. I mean, I've never seen a guy sit there and say, hey, give me your zip code. I'm going to look you up a deal and tell you what to buy and what to buy it for so you make money. I mean, that's going above and beyond from my standpoint. That's a hard thing to do with being an entrepreneur and him giving time for free just to help people out to make some money. So he earned my respect there. So I'm a moderator on Mastermind, and I'm going to help as much as I can on there. And I'm an open book. And then Reselling is Life. I run that page. And again, I'm an open book. So make sure you guys check out them pages. Also, if you like the content, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell. Also make it go ding so you get all the notifications. All right, and if you do like the video, give it a like also. That also lets me track if you guys like the videos, okay? And what type of content you guys like. But let's get right into the fact now. Frequently asked questions. The first one I got, and I didn't hit because I said that I didn't know how I was going to go about it, is do I have to buy a course? This is what I say. If you have the money and you want to learn faster, buying a course can be the way. I hope to build with Jason something that is out there, and we give the information to the people and create a true mastermind. What a mastermind is, and I say this on a lot of my videos, is a group of individuals putting their heads together to solve problems and help each other grow. It's not one man or woman at the helm collecting the money while everyone else does the work and helps each other. That's not what it's for. It's not for one man or one woman to collect all this information from these people, put it out there in a video, and collect money for it. That's not what a true mastermind is. And I know some people are going to go, well, Ty Lopez. I know I don't agree with his mastermind. He does it. He charges $50,000, $100,000 for his mastermind. And he'll tell you right in the meaning, it goes, if you pay me this much money, then you get to come to my mastermind and all of us will help you fix your problem. Well, them other people paid that $50,000 to $100,000 also. Now, I do agree with him on one point is if you go to Harvard or go to Yale, you're going to pay them $200,000 a year to, or whatever it is, to learn. And it's going to take you 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years to get what you need out of them to go on. And I mean, there's people $400,000, $500,000 in debt from school. And I agree with that. And this way you spend, $50,000 to $100,000 and you grow faster. Totally get what he's saying. But at the same time, it's not him giving all this information. He's just being a collector of it. So Tai Lopez makes a lot of money doing it. He's smart. He's probably more intelligent than I am. But I don't agree with calling it a mastermind when one person's getting the money. Okay? That's why I'll get into that in a little bit. Okay? So do you have to buy a course? No. In my opinion, there is enough videos, information on the internet today without my vlogs, without Jason's information, without anyone's information, that if you go out there and search, you could take that $1,000, $500, $600 and invest it in other items or other things to grow your business than in giving it to one of these people. That's my idea. And I've really thought about this. So do you have to buy a course? No. Will it speed things up? It could. I've seen people buy courses and fail. So, I mean, I don't want to say what's in the courses. I know what's in some of these courses. And it's like if you just watch the person long enough, they just give it to you for free anyway. Just saying. So, you don't have to buy a course to be a successful reseller. You do not. But it can help. Now, how I tell people this is the logic behind giving Tai Lopez $50,000, $100,000 go to his mastermind, is the money part going to him right? No, I don't think so, because you're going to go to a group of people that are going to solve your problems. But that does not take away from the fact that going to one would probably help you out, if you get what I'm saying. The backbone to it of Tai getting all the money, or the person getting all the money, the head of the mastermind, should I say, gets all the money, while the group of people sit there and bust out each other's problems. That's my thing. But your problems can be solved. So let's say you go to a mastermind and you paid your $50,000 or whatever it is, or $1,000. You went there and like, I'm really having trouble marketing. And there's a marketer there, and they sit there and go, well, you got to just take these steps, and we'll just do these steps, and I think your marketing plan will be perfect. You spending $1,000 on a course or whatever, even $50,000, that could boost your business to make so much more money. So the money invested was worth it. I just don't agree with where it goes, if you get what I'm saying. So it's a double-edged sword. So if you have the money, I say terrific. If you're struggling to get the money to do that, I would say let's invest your money in different ways. Okay? All right. Course leaders say I should buy. That I talked to somebody that was giving me some questions. And of course they're going to say you should buy. They're trying to sell their brand. They're trying to sell what they have. Because once they put the content out there and it's on their page, they basically don't have to do very much more. They just sell that content, make some videos, be done. Yeah, some text you and text and all this good stuff. Got it. But tell me this. Let's say if they are super successful and they have 1,000 people in their course, and 100 of them had a problem at the same time, so the phone thing is to me. A mastermind should be, hey, I can post on a board, and that's why they got pages. All these are paid members. You guys help each other. I get the money. So, of course, they're going to try to sell it because it's their brand. It's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make money. So, they're going to say that they should, but should you? That's up to you and what point you're at. To give you another example is if this course leader is really good at marketing and you're struggling in marketing, maybe paying this $1,000 might help you out. But let's say you're struggling with buying. You're negotiating. And this other course person is a really good negotiator, been watching, negotiates really well. It might be worth paying that to learn them skills. Okay. So, like I said, it's a double-edged sword, but you do not have to buy. Like some say, you do not have to buy to be successful. And I know a lot of people like me that's been in the game for 20 years that are very successful. Never went to one of these courses. Another question I get is, do I have to use eBay? Of course not. eBay is a huge, huge place. It's remarkable, but you don't have to use them. There's so many other avenues that you could take. Like you got for clothing, my wife and I are going on Poshmark right now. We're selling on Poshmark. It seems to be working very well. There's other sites like eBay, like Bonanza, but they're not as big, of course. There's Craigslist. There's a Facebook marketplace. There's Facebook pages that individuals run. I think I said Craigslist, didn't I? That's it. But there's tons of other avenues. So don't think that you're tied into eBay alone. There's Amazon. I still don't see a lot of people talk about Amazon on some of these, flipping places. Talk about Amazon. Now, Amazon is more for new, but used does get sold. I bought used stuff off Amazon. So, like books, and Amazon makes it really easy. I know it's time consuming, but if you're at a thrift store, you kind of start to get to know what books sell. And like, I'll go in and get the college education books, textbooks, and I'll just scan them. Oh, that one's going for $18 for $1. Done. And I get it out there. But no, you do not have to use eBay. If you do not want to use eBay, or you've been banned from eBay from bad advice that you've gotten, that's another problem I'm going to get into after these few questions, is bad advice you've gotten, and now you're banned from eBay. So you do not have to sell on eBay, but it is a great avenue. I really push for people to look into selling on eBay. Sourcing. Now, this question came up, where do I source all my stuff? Gary, you're selling all this stuff. Where do you source it? Now, I know some course members say that, or course leaders, I'm going to call them course leaders. Course leaders say garage selling is dead. You can't do. I do a lot of garage selling. I love garage selling. I love going with my wife, and we find deals. We just do. We like doing it. There's another couple on YouTube that goes by Rally Roots. Amazing couple. Amazing. So if you can, I'm going to put their link down in the description after this. Rally Roots is an amazing couple. They go out and buy clothing. They go garage selling. They do a lot, and they sell on Amazon. And I believe they're at over $100,000 a month. I mean, I'm almost guaranteed they are, because their one account that they showed one time was like really close to it, and they got many. So, I mean, they are open book. They help out people, and that's another reason why I want to, not charge. And I'm going to get that to that question in a little bit. But sourcing garage selling is still there, and you take a Thursday or a Friday or a Saturday, go out for 4 hours and do some garage selling. Map it out. There's applications on a phone. You can map out your quest and go out and garage sale a little bit. Thrift stores. Goodwill is starting to get a little bit harder to buy from. I mean, I used to go there and spend $100, $200. Now I go there and I'll leave with one item. But my wife and I are going to start buying clothing again, so we're going to really go into the clothing and Goodwill. So we're going to go even heavier in clothing. I mean, clothing is the #1 seller, but we got a lot from garage sales because a quarter, 50 cents, we just stock up. So we're going to really try to go into the thrift stores and clothing, and I know we're going to have to pay up a little bit, but we might make some, a little bit extra money. But thrift stores are still there. Mom and pop thrift stores tend to be a little bit easier to get deals at than, like your Chains, Goodwill, and stuff like that. St. Vincent's de Paul is still kind of, sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. Another way is Facebook Marketplace. Just shop. When you're sitting in a chair, just look through Facebook Marketplace. Go through OfferUp. Go through Let Go. Go through Craigslist, just look at stuff, see what they got for sale. And you'll start if you start looking at it every day, you'll see, well, that item's been there for 2 weeks. I bet they want to sell it. And you can go ahead and offer them something. And usually you'll win and you'll get that and you can sell it to your audience, to your clientele, because you're a broader than they're selling to. Okay? So sourcing, you want to do every single place that you can. If you can do it, you want to source from there. Never stop sourcing. You stop fueling your business, you're going to die. I've seen so many times people say, I'm going to stop buying for a while. Well, what are you going to do when you run out of inventory? You always are buying. You always are buying. You always are buying. If it's a good deal and you can flip it, flip it. Okay? Now, why are you offering things for free? Now, this is a question that I've been asked in the last 3 to 4 days. The reason I'm offering things for free is the internet. I get it. These leaders of these other masterminds and these other resale groups, because there's the cell phone people that are charging. There's some clothing people that are starting to charge for their classes, stuff like that. The reason is a mastermind isn't my mind giving you guys all this information. It's a group of people that come together to solve each other's problems and help each other. So why should I get all the money? I shouldn't. I should take my payment as, hey, look, Jason posted that about the Macintosh. I didn't know that about the Macintosh. I just learned invaluable information to make myself more money. That's how I get my payment, is learning from everybody else. And just because you just started out doesn't mean you can't teach me either. And that's where a lot of these leaders are wrong, is they're like, you've only been doing it for 3 months, or you only make $10,000 a month, or you only make $5,000 a month. So I am above you and I teach you. Guess what? There could be a person that's only been doing it a week that might have something that they just latched onto, and it is a great idea, and you teach me. You might have a new marketing plan, an idea. You could have a new item that makes tons of money. And that's where my payment comes from. It's getting your knowledge as you get mine. Okay? That's where a lot of these mastermind leaders mess up. They think they're above the people that they're teaching. They're not teaching. We're all learning. If you get what I'm saying. There's a difference between teaching a class and you do this, you do this, you do this, than a group of people learning together. And everyone's equal and learning and learning. And let's say Tommy says, hey guys, I'm having trouble selling on the Facebook marketplace. Well, let's look at them ads. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what you're doing. And everyone works together and fixes Tommy's issue. Then Brenda comes up and says, well, guys, I put up ads on Craigslist and they're getting taken down. And everyone works together and takes care of Brenda's issue. And they keep doing that. And everyone earns something with their help. That's what a true mastermind is, period. So that's why I'm offering it for free, for monetary, because I'm going to get something so much more valuable information from you. You're going to help me and I'm going to help you, and Jason's going to help you. You're going to help Jason. And it's just going to be a big circle. And that's why it's going to be more powerful. Okay? The other question I got, and this is the number one question I get, should I sell more than blank? You can put, should I sell more than cell phones in there? Should I sell more than video games in there? Should I sell more than this? I say yes. Now, do not dive into it until you're educated, okay? So you don't want to dive into cell phones when you don't know anything about cell phones. Start looking at the market. I can't put that phone or that computer in front of you to have you go start looking up the sales. I mean, it's really easy. You can go to ebay.com. How much are, just put iPhone 7 Plus Black, 32 gigabyte. Hit it. Sold complete listings. Look at what they're selling for. Look at it. Just look at what they're selling for. And you're like, well, they're averaging around $200, or they're averaging around $250, or they're averaging around $325, whatever it is. And you're like, well, the clean ones are going for this, the broken ones are going for this, and make your own little cheat sheet and study that. I do that daily. Seriously, I do it daily. Like, I don't do every single phone, but I'll just like okay, let's go ahead and look at this today, or let's look at what this is selling today. You can't do everything every day. It's impossible. But I do a lot of the hot sellers. Like I look up the iPhone X a lot lately because I want to see what they're going for. The prices are dropping a little bit. People should know the Note 8 is going to be dropping here soon because the Note 9 is coming out here. Was it today? Could you pre-order for 24th? I forget what day it is, but it's coming up. So you want to know these things, just like you want to know when the new phones are coming out. That's going to affect your business in the phone world. You want to know that. You want to know these phones are coming out, these release dates. They give you the release month ahead of time. You should know the month. This is the month. So you want to know stuff like that. You want to know if you're in the video game world, you want to know what games are selling. The video game world is like, how do I put it? It comes out, it does this, it drops down, and then goes back up. Sometimes it goes up for more than it was worth when it was new. Sometimes it goes under. Sometimes it goes. It just matters what the game is. The councils never do. The councils kind of settle. Someone's going to say I'm wrong, but settles around $50 to $60. Now there are like TurboGrafx 16s and Neo Geos and stuff like that. The 10, but most of your Nintendo NESs settle around $50, $60. Your Super Nintendo's $50, $60. I know some of them go for 40. Okay. Your Nintendo 64s, $40 to $60. Now there are different ones of 64. You get your greens and your purples and all that, and they go for a little bit more. Yes, but you're average. Your GameCubes, $40, $50. Okay, and that they tend to drop below that, and they settle around that. Just look at it. That's just what they do. Games tend to be a little bit different. Certain games are more sought after than others. I try to tell people the general rule is if you've heard of it, it's usually not worth big money. So if you're like, I use Super Mario Brothers, there's tons of them. Super Mario 64, that's not a big money game either. Mario Kart, a $50 game ain't worth it. I mean, I guess $50 is okay, but it's not a big money game. But now when I tell the phone flipping people and the computer people, like stadium events is worth like 10K. What stadium events? Or how about Dino's Peak, the Flintstones? What's that going for? 700-ish? Maybe I'm wrong on that one. I don't know that one off the top of my head. But I know it's 500 to 700. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's 300, but it's still a high dollar game. Little Samson for the NES. That's going for what, $700, $800? Am I right? So you want to educate yourself. I'm not located in Ohio. I haven't. I just seen that comment. I'm not located in Ohio anymore. I'm in Green Bay, Wisconsin. I lived right outside Toledo, Ohio before. I grew up in a town called Swanton, Ohio. I graduated from Swanton. But my wife is from Green Bay, so we moved back to Green Bay. So if my YouTube says Ohio, I apologize. We just moved here last October. So I'm in Green Bay, which helps me out in reselling because I can buy Green Bay Packers stuff. I'm a Browns fan. I got that picture right there at the Browns. Oh, you guys see Nintendo. But it's just one of them things that we had to come here. So we moved here, and that was it. But to get back on selling more than one thing, you want to make sure you're educated on the item before you dive into it. You don't want to buy stuff and then ask questions. You want to know beforehand. So, like camera lenses, I'm a photographer also. I shouldn't even call myself a professional. I'm not even close. I'm an amateur at best. But I like taking pictures. And my camera equipment is not expensive. Everyone thinks, oh, you make money, so you got to. It's not expensive. I have only a T5 and a Canon and the T6. They're like $400 cameras, $500 cameras. I really want like a 600 millimeter lens, and I can't afford it. So I mean, I can't. There's one that's like $10,000 I want. I'm not dropping $10,000 on a camera lens when I'm not a professional. Anyways, you want to be educated on what you're going to sell. And then you can dive into it. And it doesn't take much to get educated. Clothing is probably the hardest to get educated in. I do have a person that's talking to me about getting into clothing. Clothing is difficult. You're going to make mistakes. The best of us make mistakes. So you're going to go out and you're going to be like Nike Dry Fit. They sell for $15 a piece. So I'm going to buy them at quarter and I'm going to sell them $15 plus shipping or $15 ship. And you're going to hit that one dry fit that no one wants. Or guess what? Dry fit is going to die. And this is next. Tommy Hilfiger is another big one that hit and miss. The Tommy Hilfigers with the big Tommy logos, they sell. But the Tommy Hilfiger, just basic polos, sometimes they sit forever. Ralph Lauren shirts. A lot of people don't know Ralph Lauren or polo. Ralph Lauren makes jeans and stuff like that. Their jeans sell pretty well. You get people like going to jeans like women's jeans like Miss Me. Miss Me are hit and miss. They're kind of dying down a little bit. Rock Revival's been doing really well for us. We've been getting like $50 to $70 a pair. It matters on what my wife calls the bling on the butt. Seriously, the bling on the butt. But you can make some good money with clothing, but you want to make sure you're buying and look at condition. It could be a little spot on a collar. It could be a little hole, and that will make it where you're getting a return. Seriously. So make sure you're honest about all the clothing. If you're going to sell clothing, take a picture of the spot or the tear and make it known. Like we just sold a pair of Rock Revival pants, jeans. And the girl that had them cut the waist to make it where it would fit her, I guess, and cut them like an inch, like in 4 different spots. And they were like $80. We would have got $70, $80 out of them. Normally we sold them for $30. And they sold very quickly, but we made sure we took pictures of them cuts and we put in there cut with scissors. Describe the item. Now, there's something I do want to talk about that has really been bothering me. And like I told Jason, I'm going to be an open book. People in eBay getting banned on eBay and getting banned on the marketplace by these people selling these courses because they're telling them to get around the rules. They're saying you got to put this word and this dash and this word and this $sign to get past the rules, and you can't say this in the eBay ad, but put it this way, abbreviate it this way, and then people are getting banned. And then these people are not taking credit. They're like, well, you didn't do it the right way. Guys, don't try to get around the rules. Just don't. I've been selling for 20 years. I go by the rules, and I'm doing just fine. eBay does not want iCloud lock phones on their site. I know tons of people sell them. Don't be one of them, because eventually you're going to be caught, and especially a new account selling a bunch of phones. You're going to be a red flag instantly because they're going to think they're stolen. So they're going to look into you, and if you're on the up and up and you have your bill of sale for every single one, your bill of sale, and you can send it to them and say, here's my bill of sale. I purchased all these right. They're all clean phones. This is what I do. You're going to be fine. But as soon as you have that red flag of selling all these phones, and then they look, well, they're bad ESNs, or bad IMEIs, or they're iCloud lock phones, and this and that, they're going to be like, this is human nature. They're stolen. We're not going to allow this guy to sell anymore. And that's the problem, is they're telling you to get around the rules instead of telling you how to do the rules. Like, I've literally seen a course leader get upset for someone doing something that they did, that they taught to do, because it was happening to him. I was mind blown. I was like, well, you taught the people to do that. So follow the rules. iCloud locked. I have a video up of how to use them phones and make money. I know they're out there. It's going to happen. It's going to be, if you get into phone repair, it's really easy. You can make a lot of money with iCloud lock phones. You just can. You just can't sell iCloud lock phones on eBay. And they're going to come down. Now, I know someone's going to say, you can sell bad ESNs on I do, blah, 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 blah. eBay has it as a red flag. They're trying to get around it where they can't, you can't sell it. They're going to try to make it a rule. I've talked to probably 12, 15 people now. You get different answers. I just don't sell bad ESN phones either. I just don't. There's plenty of phones out there to buy. I mean, I can buy phones all day that aren't. They're clean as a whistle. So I guess it's where you buy them, how you buy them. So I don't like how people are telling, or the marketplace, go post this way, and you get banned on a marketplace, and then they're not there to help you. But they told you to post that way. Then when you get banned, they're not there to help you. You don't post services on the marketplace. You go to the personal pages. Talk to the admin on the personal page. Can I post my wanted ad? 99% of the time, they're going to be like, yep. So give you an example. I'm from Green Bay. In Green Bay, there's pages with 30 to 40,000 people on there. I post my wanted ads on there. Done. That's it. So this has been 30 minutes, guys. I am going to go. We had one person on, which is great, but hopefully these live streams can get a little bit more people, and we can get more people talking back and forth. So I just want to really hit point. You do not have to buy a course. It's not a must. A mastermind is a group of people, not one. And you don't have to sell on eBay. You can if you like. I recommend it, but you don't have to. And I'm offering this for free because I'm getting more than money when I get your knowledge helping me. And selling more than one thing, you better just be educated. All right, guys, I'm out.